Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Today we're going over to Hucknall-based Lincoln Green Brewing Company for another one of their beers. So this is called a snake in the grass. I think that's what it says. Hazy IPA, snake in the grass, yeah. Or in the grass. Don't know. Brewed with USA and New Zealand hops, this delicious and fruity hazy IPA bursts with a tropical fruit flavour and aroma. Hopped with Jarillo, not heard of that one, Kahatu, Eldorado and Azaka. Wow. So yeah, not heard of that hop before. 4.8%. So we'll give it a try. I've not seen this. It may have been in the pub and I just didn't see it, Can't drink every beer from every brewery, it's impossible. Especially when you only go out to pubs literally once a week for 3 or 4 hours on a Saturday afternoon. Rest of the time I'm blooming working. Like a lot of people do, working to pay taxes and crap that the government put out there. So at the moment it looks like it's settled in the can, so there's a slight haze. I assume this is going to be quite a bit more hazier. So as we can see, like an orangey pour, white head. There's a good nose on it. There's a lovely tropical nose on it, especially with the hops involved. I do like to see this. I felt sorry for Lincoln Green because, like other local breweries, 3 of them went and got into the craft beer world literally at the same time. And it's no fault of their own, but the world or the perceptions. Sometimes I think perceptions of breweries. When a brewery is known for its mod trad beers, and then they go down the craft route, public perception, but obviously cost of living crisis as well has not helped any brewery out there. For me, if I was in charge of any brewery, I'd be releasing the stuff, but small batch keg beer, and just stick it in my own pub. Luckily Lincoln Green have got 8 of their own pubs, and with keg being able to last longer, chucking in those black shell project beers, but chucking them on keg, so you're not putting too much into the, you're not having to do a mega brew and just seeing how it plays and building up the reputation that way. That's how I do it. What do I know? Nothing. People out there be thinking, yeah, you're just some bloke who talks about beer. I am. But I'm also somebody who in my own point of view, can see where, what could win. I think so anyway. So, it's got quite the bite to it. It is straight from the shed, so it is cold. It's it's a keg temperature. Long-lasting flavour as well. Lovely long-lasting flavour on this. Last year, Lincoln Green had a great beer festival at their brewery last year. 4 different locations inside the brewery and also at the Station Hotel. I think the brewery was better. Wasn't as much at the Station Hotel for me, but a good place to go nonetheless. But the brewery, some cracking beers, a cracking afternoon out, for sampling some good beers. And obviously, while you're up that end of the neck of the woods, you've also got Byron's Rest, Hideout at Hucknall, Beer Shack, and obviously Station Hotel. Makes Hucknall quite the place to go for some beery adventures. Hucknall Beer Festival's coming soon. the good lady from the Robin Hood Little John. Her name's just totally gone. I remember it literally as soon as I put the blooming thing on. But that's coming soon, so you know, if you live near Hucknall or if you live anywhere in Nottingham, you can get a bus or tram up there, or a designated driver. It's well worth going up. Best beer festival out of the lot locally. Better, much better than the ones you pay for, let me tell you now. Friendly, price is right, not silly. I'm moving away from this model of paying silly money for beer at a beer festival, and those who can afford it, great, good for them. Yeah, absolutely fantastic for them who can afford it. For the rest of the people that would love to go but can't, you know, look at the entrance fees and think, by the time I've paid that, and you know, and that's why pubs are king. And Lincoln Green are lucky in that way, because they do put quite a good range of beer on in their pubs. Although for me, I'd love to see tap takeovers in more of the pubs as well, just as a way of getting the punters to come and visit and see what the pub's like. You know, sometimes you got to have a carrot for beer people. So, as you can see now, quite a bit more hazy, and that's what I wanted to. I just wanted to get that last drop in. So let me swirl it around. Yeah, a nice. I'm sure this was probably on cask at some stage, and the perception there as well, craft on cask. You look at Lincoln from an outside point of view, from a beer drinking point of view that I've been over these years. I look at Lincoln Green, and even me, I look at Lincoln Green, and their beer on cask I look at it as modern traditional, beer on keg craft, and it's not always the case, and it isn't, you know. And there are breweries, and it's just perceptions, and you know, of what there is. I mean, I hope to see more of the Black Shell project. It's been a bit quiet for me recently on the Black Shell side of things. I would assume that Lincoln Green, you know, you've got to be prudent in these times, and like another local brewery like Lenton Lane, predominantly pale ales. 15 versions of the same pale ale, but but it sells. Pale ales sell. You only need to look at the beer fest tap takeovers at the Crown in Beeston. All their beers that they have on the tap takeovers are pale ales, which somebody being like me, it's like you look and you think, oh, pale ales, God, how boring. But for a lot of people who just want to drink a beer, pale ale, something that's easy, you know, it's quaffable. And there we go now, I look at that. Hey, Lincoln Green, proper craft beer. Ooh. And it does, it looks the bomb, doesn't it? You know, now I've let it settle in that. Hey? Is nice. It's just at the right temperature. I mean, it's got up to 10 degrees today. I think it got up to about 12 at one stage in the sun, which is nice, you know, especially for being a gardener who's just put in a 300-foot long flower bed over at the Newark site. Should be quite the extravaganza of. That's not really the word, is it? There's a word I'm looking for. I don't know if it's not extravaganza, but it should be quite the wow factor when people drive in and they see a 300-foot bed of lovely pinky purple flowers. That's just one of the beds, you know. You know, you got to plus things, haven't you? I'm not here to. I'm a gardener. I'm here to tantalise the eyes with flowers and foliage and whatnot. And not only that, I always like to give a big up yours to anybody who doubts what I can do. I can do it, but I've got to have the means to be able to do it as well. And sadly, that's not been the case. But for the most, but I can do things, obviously. But yeah. Ooh. That is a lovely Southern Hemisphere tropical beer. Certainly hits the spot on that side of things. You know, you have this and you forget it's Lincoln Green, and you look at local breweries, other local breweries that are known for their craft, obviously, and you'd put this up there at the top of them. Yeah, perceptions. Oh, would I drink this again? Yeah, would love to see this and more on keg. At Beeston we've got the Blacktail Bar, and for me there we desperately need more of the Lincoln Green cask beers, keg beers rather, and stuff to get people, little sweetness to get people to, do both sides of the bowl every day, every time they come. But anyway, out of 5 for me. If I was going to give it a score, I'd give that a good 4.5 out of 5. Lovely looking beer, lovely tasting. Thank you for watching.